This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
Torrential rain sent a deluge of water across the streets of Soap Lake in downtown Ephrata Thursday afternoon.
Governor Jay Inslee recently signed a new law into effect which would allow parents in Washington the ability to medicate their children with marijuana on school grounds.
It's not every day a new fruit variety comes along to make growers take notice. The shiny new fruit on the market is called the Gem.
The opening day of the 1A State Boys Soccer Tournament was wild and rife with upsets.
From the iFIBER 1 Newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
Torrential rain sent a deluge of water across the streets of Soap Lake in downtown Ephrata Thursday afternoon. According to the National Weather Service in Spokane, over a third of an inch of rain fell between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. in the area. Officials with the city of Ephrata say their out-of-date stormwater system had a difficult time keeping up with the squall. Fortunately, local businesses took the proper precautions and some sandbagged their front doors. Ephrata City Manager Wes Crago says there were no reports of flood damage. Ephrata's stormwater system is nearly 70 years old. I'm Sean Goggins for iFIBER 1 News. This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
Governor Jay Inslee recently signed a new law into effect which would allow parents in Washington the ability to medicate their children with marijuana on school grounds. The newly passed House Bill 1095 only recognizes the application of certain products containing cannabinoids, such as oils and creams, which have a THC concentration of 0.3% or less, and specifies a small number of medical conditions which a student must have in order to receive such treatment.
This is really talking about oils that are very low dose with the THC, but they've got this cannabinoid that seems to be effective in a small number of students who would have intractable seizures. It may also be used, CBD oil may be used for students who have severe spasticity.
Another specific stipulation of the law is that any medicinal cannabinoid products must be given by the parents of a student, which is not a major departure from the Wenatchee School District's current protocols regarding the storage and administration of prescription and over-the-counter medication.
School district policy for medications is any medications that are given by prescription, we have to have a doctor, nurse practitioner, PA order for, and then I keep them in my office here, locked up, with the exception of emergency meds, which are not locked up. Students in middle school and high school may self-carry 1 dose of over-the-counter medication, so Tylenol, Midol, ibuprofen, Benadryl.
Even though the new law sounds enormously unprecedented, school officials say they don't feel it will prove difficult to mitigate, nor are they expecting it to cause any major issues for the faculties and administrations of the state's public school system.
Families sometimes don't understand. It's like, wow, we can bring our kids pot to school. That isn't what it says. It's still really new, and we'll see how it shakes out, but it probably won't be a big impact, I don't think, in our school district.
The new law, which will go into effect on July 30th, is now being reviewed by the Washington State School Directors Association, who is working to draft a complete set of policies and procedures for every school district in the state to follow, a common practice regarding most new statutes involving Washington's public education system. Reporting for iFIBER 1 News, I'm Chris Hansen.
This segment is brought to you by
Are your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
It's not every day a new fruit variety comes along to make growers take notice. The last one was Wenatchee's own Cosmic Crisp apple, introduced commercially in 2017. But for Northwest pear orchards, the shiny new fruit on the market is called the Gem. The new variety, bred in West Virginia and tested in California and Oregon, ripens from green to blushing yellow, and in the Northwest, it's ready for harvest by early September. The Gem appears resistant to fire blight, which is a frequent hazard for fruit. And unlike Bartlett pears, which still need time to soften, the Gem appears ready to eat straight off the tree. Diamond Fruit Growers of Oregon are the Gem's primary merchant right now, with 20,000 trees in their orchards, producing a limited supply for stores next fall. Other ag companies may get in the game as Washington orchards embrace the new product. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
The opening day of the 1A state boys soccer tournament was wild and rife with upsets. Unfortunately for the Columbia Basin and North Central Washington, they found themselves the victim of being upset in these games. The most shocking upset came by the hands of the Connell Eagles, who, with a losing record, bounced the Kashmir Bulldogs from the playoffs 2-1. This is the second incredible upset the Eagles have made this season. The first one came when they beat a previously undefeated LaSalle team in districts. Wahluke and Cascade of Leavenworth were the two top-rated teams in the state, and their battle was certainly fitting of that claim. In the end, it was the Cascade Kodiaks who won at Wahluke when they managed to score a goal in the second overtime. Royal traveled to take on Lakeside 9 Mile in a battle of the number 2 seeds. Lakeside advanced, leaving the reigning third-place team out of the remainder of the playoffs. Bridgeport plays Wednesday night, but it's between Bridgeport and the Kodiaks to bring trophies back to North Central Washington after a wild first day of the soccer state playoffs. I'm Adam Chkosky for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.